You know, sometimes whenever you've been doing an ongoing series on the actual worst Sonic game ever made, you just need to take some time, take a little break, and reassess yourself. And then do a video on, like, the fifth worst Sonic game. Welcome to Sonic and the Secret Rings, the game that totally wasn't made because someone went on a Coke binge and decided to watch Disney's Aladdin. Seriously, what other explanation is there for trying to mix up Sonic and Arabian Nights? Our story begins in this promotional cutscene, if you don't press the start button for too long on the main screen, with Sonic literally jumping from the moon. Which, I guess adds a bit to his backstory? I thought it was Mobius, but okay. Moon Hedgehog. Also, I'm like 90% sure that this cutscene has literally nothing to do with the rest of the game's actual plot that, you know, you uncover by doing the story. So, why'd you make this, Sega? Why'd you make this entire game, but why'd you make specifically this? That's why they made this. So they could have slightly less sexy Ganondorf ripoff. I mean, he's still sexy, but, that hedgehog is on fire and nobody seems concerned. All right, before we get into the actual story mode, I just have to ask, do you think there was anybody that seriously played the party mode of this game? I mean, apparently there's a full-on minigame mode, but, why? Also, putting the word adventure in a Sonic game kind of, you know, it upsets my stomach a little. All right, so the first level is called Lost Prologue, and the subheading is the beginning of the end. Is this the last Sonic game? Is this the grand finale? Is this the Avengers Infinity War of Sonic games? I am just ready for the Guardians of the Galaxy to show up for this thing. Oh, also, someone's animation budget got cut. I guess that was the thing that happened. So the plot of this game is that some evil spirit is erasing the storybook, The Arabian Nights, and Sonic has to stop him. So, I'll give you 3 guesses on what the Djinn that is erasing things is named. Just get your answers in now. This is like Dora the Explorer. Yell the answer at the screen. It's a razor, you big dummy! Whoa, she grants wishes? Could you wish for better camera angles in your 3D games? That seems like a simple one. All right, it's time to actually play our first level. And I'm excited, you know? Because most Sonic games, they kind of fall back on the whole, ooh, Green Hill Zone thing to start off every game. So I'm sure that this game will have a nice, unique setting, something exciting. So, you know, I'm just getting pumped up. I am ready to hit the... It's a very bland pathway made of book pages with chest-high walls, teaching you how to move left and right. You need a tutorial to move left and right! You know, every time you beat any mission in this game, the main theme of the game starts to play, and, I just don't think that learning how to use motion controls is really worthy of hearing some Crush 40. Maybe wait until, like, you know, I've encountered my first enemy, or just, you know, something. Let me do something before you give me the Crush 40. Oh boy, jumping's next. Never done that in a platformer before. Look, guys, a page has been added to the special book. Imagine caring about what that means. Look, I know it's been a while, but let me move into really freaking clever territory for a bit. I mean, that's one of the really cool things about 3D Sonic games, is how they managed to... Okay, lady's gonna give me a tutorial and interrupt this joke! But seriously, it was always nice how 3D Sonic games just had this nice, efficient move for attacking enemies in a 3D space. You just press the button twice in a row. It was really genius of them. So good job on ruining it with motion controls! Wait. So the enemies in this game are like genies too? Why are they so easy to kill? I mean, shouldn't they be granted wishes or something like that? Can't they just wish for Sonic to, like, be elsewhere? So this is a Sonic level based entirely around teaching you how not to move. This is even dumber than the level that taught you how to move. How not to move? All right, ladies and gentlemen, after this, I'm gonna skip forward to a different level because there's only so many times I can say this is dumb while having the same level going on. We gotta switch it up and call another level dumb. But before we do that, this is me failing a mission that teaches you how to walk backwards by holding the Wii remote upside down. I'm just gonna repeat that for all the folks at home. I failed a mission where you learn how to walk backwards by holding the Wii remote upside down. Video games. And the first world in this Arabian Nights themed game is called Sand Oasis. I don't know what I was expecting. Whoa, the daddy genie just immediately tries to slice Sonic open the second he sees him? I like this guy more and more by the second. Seriously though, how did Ganondorf not sue? Oh, so this game's about getting the 7 world rings, not the 7 Chaos Emeralds. That's totally different. That's 100% different. That's 1,000,000,000% different! Okay, so the genie is trying to shoot a fireball at the lady genie, and Sonic gets in the way, and he now has a fireball in his chest, and then the evil daddy genie is now like, you have until the flame extinguishes to get me the 7 world rings, cause once the fire goes out, you're dead. Why is the fire going out the bad thing? Shouldn't the fire be the thing that kills him? When it goes out, that sounds like a problem solved. What kind of spell were you trying to shoot, dude? Ugh, you're lucky you're cute. Oh god, this game has Kingdom Hearts style, like, stat distribution, skill points, all that stuff? Oh god. Ah, so this Sonic game is completely on rails. That's interesting. I mean, most of the good parts of the other 3D Sonic games were on rails as well. So, what happened? Why is this one bad? Ah, the classic Sonic collectible. Weird glowy balls. Also, seriously, I can only hold 50 rings at once? What, do I gotta collect some gold Skulltulas before I can hold more? Thrilling Sonic gameplay. I'm literally just holding the Wii remote vertically right now. Woo, it's living. Huh. I wonder where the end of the level is. I mean, usually they have, like, a Chaos Emerald or some item right out in the open to kind of tell you, but I just don't know. I think they went really subtle with this game, you know? Okay, so this is the second time we've leveled up, and we're only at level 2, which means that Sonic started this game at level 0. Really, dude? Sonic 06 knocked you that low? Alright, so that entire level was all leading up to us getting to meet King Shahryar, who's apparently the protagonist of the 1001 Nights of Arabian Nights story. So, I'm kind of excited again, you know? I mean, we're finally gonna get some Middle Eastern representation in the Sonic series. That's pretty good. That's pretty cool. I'll give them that. I just can't wait to meet this guy. Oh. It's Eggman. It's literally Eggman in a turban. You picked the literal whitest character in all of Sonic to be the friggin'... What? Eggman, you can't consider yourself a feminist in the Sonic Heroes instruction manual if you're also gonna be practicing cultural appropriation in a different game. That's not how it works, dude. Equality for all. Get your feminism intersectional, dude. Also, can I get some fan art of this exact picture, but just replace Sonic with me? That's one hell of a romance novel cover. Die Hard challenge? Sonic's gonna get stuck in Nakatomi Plaza? Damn. Oh my god, the second skill you get is literally the starting boost from Mario Kart. That is literally exactly how this works. So apparently, this game's gimmick is just having a lot of separate side missions you can do in the main levels. Basically, so they didn't have to make new levels and you can just keep doing the same crap over and over with minor variations. But the first special challenge is don't break the jar. I've never wanted to break a jar more in my life. You know, the last time I told a woman that, it didn't go over all that well. I don't know why. Oh, come on, Tails, you two! Come on, dude. There's just some things that it's like, it's just insensitive to cosplay as. Okay, it's 2018, Tails. Also, how many times are they gonna do the joke where Sonic thinks it's one of his friends from, like, the real world, but it's just a variation of one of the characters in the book? I mean, how many times is that gag gonna play out? I'm guessing in the low hundreds. Oh, now they want me to break the jars. Make up your mind, video game! So, why is that 5 so far from the rest of the fraction? What formatting is this? Excuse me. Excuse me. Are you telling me I need to invest skill points to make Sonic fast? Excuse me. Well, that's certainly a lot more interesting than breaking jars. All right, if the rest of this game is just ripping off stuff from Sonic Adventure 2, but with dinosaurs instead, I think I'd be okay with that. I think that would make it good again. Lady, we are on the third world here. You can stop telling me how to move left and right. All right, I know this is supposed to be a genie flower here, but they look like they should be on RuPaul's Drag Race. I think they'd win. Also, I love how even in ancient Middle Eastern times, they apparently still had bumper pads and speed boosters. You know, just classic ancient Arabian Nights things. Wait, it took us until the third world to have a death where Sonic just falls through completely physics-less water? Is this really a 3D Sonic game? Climbing dinosaurs to get bonus chests on the temple stairs. We gotta look out for iron balls? Man, I hope Tony Stark's not around. Hey! Monster Hunter World came out last month. Get out of here. You're old news. And here's sped up footage of me trying to get a motion control catapult to work. Seriously, is there anything in this game you don't have to unlock? Moving backwards at a reasonable rate is something you need to acquire? Why? Also, while we're at it, I just need to say, I've been sparing you guys, but you know how in every Sonic game, an instrumental version of the main theme will kind of be the main menu music and stuff like that? Well, in this one, they cut out the instrumental part, so you get to hear them singing Make Believe's Reborn every single time you're in the menus, which happens to be a lot, because you have to do skills and things like that, and just, you know, lots of menu work. I've heard more Crush 40 than anyone should ever have to, ever, in their entire life. Not even peak Crush 40. We're not escaping from the city. We're not living and learning. We're friggin' Make Believe's Reborn. 7 rings in hand. 7 rings. I'm cracked. This is it. I'm becoming a Crush 40 fan vlog. And for making people think that actually awful Sonic games are kind of alright just because they had a catchy theme song at the very end of the game, I'd have to say that Crush 40 is really freaking clever. Hey there, if you like this video, why not hit the like button, why not hit the subscribe button, and check out some of the videos on screen. Also, down in the description, we got my Twitch, we got my Instagram, we got my Twitter, we got my merch. Check out all that stuff. It's cool, I swear. I pinky promise.